Hello, welcome to Poetry Changes Lives. Today, poetry meets history as it does every day, with a thought for the day in this book. Poetrychangeslives.com is the website. It's a great way of getting a daily dose of poetry. You know, what could be better? What could your mind welcome any more than some beautiful ideas, images, words and thoughts? I find it really gives me a boost each day getting a poem into my head. And you can do that. You can go to the website, buy the book, or just sign up for a daily email, you know, put your email in. It's completely free. On this day in 1945, Adolf Hitler committed suicide in his Berlin bunker. What a desperate time that was. His twilight of the gods moment, his Götterdämmerung, had been a while coming, but it had been foreseen by many military leaders really since the defeats like El Alamein in 1942, and of course the Normandy invasion of 1944. Really, the writing was on the wall, but Hitler had angrily refused to surrender, and it wasn't until the Red Army were in Berlin, really at the bunker's door, that he finally shot himself, having first helped his mistress Eva Braun to take a suicide pill. Others, including Joseph Goebbels, his propaganda minister, killed himself, his wife, and 5 young children as well. Terrible scenes. But then many tyrants meet violent deaths. The assassins of Julius Caesar are supposed to have shouted out, "Sic semper tyrannis." In other words, that's what happens always to tyrants. But of course, some tyrants die in their beds, such as Joseph Stalin. Who knows? Justice comes in more than one way. Perhaps one day a writer will come along to do justice to Hitler's terrible death, just as Shakespeare did for Macbeth, that the bloody tale of the Scottish play, the Scottish King Macbeth, who murdered his way to the throne. And then, just before he kills himself, at the end of Shakespeare's desperate play, he makes this awful, bleak, desolate speech which never fails to move me. Here we are, Macbeth's death speech. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty place from day to day, to the last syllable of recorded time, and all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Ouch, ouch, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Such a bleak, awful, desperate speech that. Shakespeare really got it right. Wow, I need to go and find a more cheerful poem, I think, to get into my day. Today I will not let my inner peace be disturbed by the chaos around me. I hope you have a good day too. Thank you for listening.